received advice, and there does not appear to be any bar on Malvern Hills Conservators trading as from St Anne's Well. And Jackie Carey. Is she not here? I'll read Jackie Carey's question. On reading the comments people have left when signing the online petition, the many letters to the Malvern Gazette, both published in the paper and on their website, and the comments on the Facebook group, it is obvious that there is a great deal of public appreciation and support for John Redman and his style of managing the St Anne's Well Cafe. Thousands of people, Malvern residents and visitors alike, have indicated that they wish the cafe to stay the way it is. Do the Conservators intend to address these people's wishes in their plans for the cafe's future? And the Conservators' answer is, we will take the petition into consideration and balance the views from the public who have an interest in St Anne's Well. Also, from comments on the petition website, it appears that some people mistakenly think that the intention is to close the Well Cafe completely. This is not so. Miss Sykes, is Miss Sykes here?
No.
Right, so I have 10 questions and that she sent. In fact, she sent a letter in, but the letter... Sorry? Request to reply? Because she didn't actually put it in the form of questions, and we paraphrased it in the hope that she would accept or not the questions as we paraphrased them. If not, then we'll have to answer it in a letter.
Excuse me, Chair. She sent me along with a copy of her questions, requesting that I ensure that they're taken. So if you can respond as you see fit.
Okay. So if I answer the letter, have you got a copy of her questions there?
Yes.
Are they? Well, we would need to have seen them in advance. So.
She's forwarded the same thing to you.
Is it this? Could you answer the questions, and we'll see what we can do with the answers. Would you like to stand up, please?
Firstly, as others have mentioned, with regard to your plans for the Octagon Room, I believe you wish to make this an area for displaying local information to the public. Firstly, as others have mentioned, for it to serve this purpose for everyone, it would need to be accessible to the disabled. I've seen mention of a shuttle bus service being provided to bring disabled people up the hill, but was this not considered previously and abandoned because of concerns about how dangerous the paths are to navigate? At the very least, as an environmental scientist, I'm concerned about the effect on the fragile tracks that the increased volume of traffic would entail, and the likelihood of further erosion to the paths. Is it not your duty as Conservators to keep wheeled vehicles off the hills, not add more?
Well, I think this question has already actually been answered as far as the vehicles are concerned. We are looking into some form of vehicle, and as far as there's a whole series of questions there.
There are.
And as far as the Octagon Room is concerned for disabled access, we are looking into this. We are actively looking into if this can be used for disabled access.
But if you don't get agreements to all these sorts of things.
Well, we can't get into debate about this at this moment, but we think that we expect that we will find resolve.
But you've given the tenant notice on the understanding that your plans...
I'm afraid we can't get into debates on this. Do you have any more questions? Are they direct questions, or is it a statement?
The questions that are sort of put into this letter.
Yes, but they tended to put in a lot of suppositions, I'm afraid.
I heard a specific question about the remit of the Conservators for providing additional traffic or restricting additional traffic. Can you answer that point, please?
That's not a question. This is a separate question. No, you're starting to put extra questions in now. If you have
questions now, so
the
I'm just
question was:
retabling it.
is it not the remit of the Conservators to keep wheeled vehicles off the hills, not add more?
As far as invalid vehicles are concerned, invalid vehicles have got special concessions on the hills.
You said it was families and young children, not invalid. Look at your own website.
We will see. It depends entirely upon the sort of vehicle, but we're not going to get into discussion on this.
Can I ask discussion's not big with the
I'm sorry, we can't get into discussion.
Why weren't we all just given a piece of paper when we came in with the question and answers? Because why is there no interaction on for people to discuss what the feedback
Because the
is?
answers have to be
Democracy, I think.
considered.
You know, you're just making statements.
Democracy.
What's the point of it?
Statements that don't answer questions.
Yeah, there's no interaction.
Can I ask one of the questions that hasn't
Yes.
been asked
Yes.
so far is on the question of if you're broadening the menu, the environmental health have previously said that the kitchen...
This is something, this is, I assume, this is a question which goes on and on and on, I know, and finishes up with litter on the hills. This particular fact about having meat and such like in the cafe, this is something which we will consider when the time comes.
Can I just ask, you've sort of
We get the
suggested,
experts to answer the question.
can I just ask, please, you're suggesting that this isn't the time, and this isn't the time for
At
answers.
this moment,
When is that moment going to
this will
come?
all become clear in the future.
Yeah, could you tell us
When
when
it's
that's
been
going to
conflict.
be?
You're going to speak to us, the people who pay for you. When are you going to speak to us about your plans?
All the people that go to the well, all the people.
We have
seen you as well.
given you the answers, and if you have any further questions, if you put the questions into the office, they'll be answered.
How many Conservatives go up to the well for a cup of tea? How many?
I think most of them...
Do you go? I've never seen you there. George can tell you how you go there.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid this is the end of the question session. So that is the end of our motion. So we now move on to declarations of interest.
Thank you, that's been really useful.
Do we have any declarations of interest?
Yes, you will declare your interest. We know who you are.
Ready, you better be careful. Democracy in action, guys.
Please make a note. Against John personally.